Why is there an app for everything except how to rape a baby?
Jesus.
One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. That's very good.
That's
You
a
have?
fantastic
Yeah.
documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Acid.
Oh, yeah.
That
Unwatchable.
I actually did. I liked it. The DVD commentary.
This is not topical. It's just about, it's as if it's about your life. You know?
How come none of my friends ever have a dungeon? Instead, they all just have rape dungeons. So it's not a regular dungeon, is what you're saying.
Dungeon.
Thanks for again. The bus, I've never been thrown under an entire Trailways fleet.
Why did the moron throw the clock out the window?
Why?
Because it reminded him of Richard Clock, the man convicted of knife raping his wife. Good God Almighty!
You know,
Jesus.
it used to be all right.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that one was coming.
Wait, I have a question. So you guys are two very funny females, but when you post videos on the internet, sometimes being a female is a little bit different than if I was to post a video on the internet. What's that like for you two?
Sometimes. We've been called certain things.
Many times.
How do you deal with that stuff?
I think I'm numb to it now. We've been called everything so many times. I can't even
In the beginning,
take
it was like,
anymore.
oh my God, I can't believe this. We should just stop doing this. And then now we just don't read the comments and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's the right
I think
way to
the
do it.
last
Oh, are
comment
you
I
guys,
read
are
was
you
the
guys
guy-
talking about Barfy Man 362?
Exactly.
Is that you?
No, that's that motherfucker. I don't even want to give him attention, but you know, listen, you know, saying those kind of things about me.
Talk to him. Talk to him right now. Talk to Barf.
Listen, Barfy Man 362.
right.
No, you cannot rape my mother with a knife.
Now it's official.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the kind of comment we didn't want to read anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of sandwich makers. Bitches, go make me a sandwich.
Those ones bother me less than the knife.
Oh yeah, the raping
mother
ones
stuff.
are worse.
Yeah, you
by a
don't want to be
lot.
raped with a
Yeah.
knife.
I'll gladly make
I
a
would
sandwich.
much rather be raped with something else.
Yeah.
I had a black guy open for me, and I got him into the hotel. Nice guy, Vince Champ. His name was Vince Champ. I don't know whatever happened to that fella. But a nice man.
Arrested for rape.
He knows. He knows. And he's not making fun of rape.
Well, it's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy club. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They
friend.
always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college, but when people say, what about the comic?
Yeah. Maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
Michelle Greffy.
Yeah, you got a bad review in the paper by Michelle Greffy. She hates you.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
But the
Tell me
New York
some-
Times loves me. But Michelle Greffy hates me.
What's something Michelle said?
She says, all the charm of a date rapist.
But a date rapist has to have charm, right?
That's true. A date rapist has to have a lot of charm, right?
I would imagine so.
Real rapists don't, but date rapists.
They have to have enough charm to get you on a date.
They gotta get you on a date, exactly.
They took your punchline.
Sometimes you'd see guys, like I knew this guy, I don't know if have you ever met a guy who's like, you don't even understand it, but just gets women all the time, and it's like very mysterious.
Yeah.
Like, but like I know this one guy literally got a different woman every night. I'm not even exaggerating. I asked him what his secret was. He said he was a serial rapist.
So for him, it was
I don't think that counts.
perfect.
Do you know about this girl? She's mad at you. She was on the Greg Fitzsimmons show. Did you hear anything about this?
I know Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Greg does a show for us, and Greg was interviewing some girl, and she was going off.
I know who it is.
What's the girl's name?
You know, me and Norm have worked with her before. That's why he's going to laugh when I say the name. Laura Keitlinger. Hates your guts.
Did you know she hates you?
No.
Oh my God! Do you want to hear the clip?
When Dirty Work came out, Comedy Central had a show called Canned Ham. It promoted movies, and me and Norm did it.
Oh, she hosted.
And she was the host.
You
And she
like her,
seemed,
right?
But she seemed fine.
You have no problem with her.
She was on SNL.
Okay, listen to the comment on this, if you will.
By the way, wait, can I interrupt your old friend, Norm MacDonald? Did you guys write together on,
He's not a friend of mine.
Roseanne,
right?
Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now, you had a
Oh,
reaction
boy,
just
not a
now to
friend
Norm
at all.
MacDonald. Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in, and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that he is a shit stirrer.
He was busy pissing in a bucket in front of people.
Well, no, he loves to pit people against each other. He used to find articles where somebody said one thing, and then he'd stand in the doorway and laugh. He'd find an article where Janine said something about Adam, and just create all this havoc. So it's funny that you said that, because he's probably one of the few people I really don't like.
Yeah. Norm is someone who really sticks out.
Well,
to you.
because it was such a kind of a vulnerable time, being because it was the first time I'd ever done live TV and stuff, and he really, and for all of us, really kind of made it difficult.
What about Norm MacDonald? You're at war with him as well. You two don't like each other.
Warring with Norm?
Here's what Norm said.
Oh, good.
I got it for you.
Another
All right.
one.
Chris and Norm MacDonald apparently hate each other. This is according to my notes. When Norm hosted Saturday Night Live, Chris did not appear on the show. Wow.
Wait, when was
in November of '97.
Oh, right.
Norm said of Chris, "I don't know, but to me he seems gay." He claims he's not, but I've never seen a guy who's not gay seem so gay. I don't find him funny. What can I say? Never made me laugh. What happened between? First of all, I don't believe you're gay. Are you? I know someone you dated.
No, I'm not gay.
Yeah, you dated.
And he's certainly had to have laughed at you once or twice.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
a funny guy.
Right.
Well, that was the.
I mean, your
Rolling
characters.
Stone
Some of your
article.
characters are effeminate, so maybe people will think you're
Right.
gay.
Like Mango's, he's
gay,
queer as day.
Right. So
yeah.
So is Norm a homophobe? Is that the problem? He doesn't like gay
definitely
characters?
think he has a problem with
But give me the history of this. I love feuds.
Okay, let's see. What I don't know
You
exactly.
didn't appear on the show for a reason. You just
No. I don't. I just think I didn't get my sketches in. It wasn't like I'm not appearing in the show.
And when you're on Saturday Night Live, I've heard this before. When you say you didn't get your sketches in, you have to write your own material. If you don't get it in, if
it doesn't pass muster,
then you're not on the show.
Right.
Wow, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, every week.
So do you have to hire separate guys to help you write material?
No. I mean they're there. There's there's people you write with normally. So
right. Okay. Because I heard some people don't help other people. You know.
No, some people don't.
Right.
But I'm not. Because I'm not exactly the easiest guy to write for, though. I'm not like. I'm not an everyman. I can't be the boyfriend all the time. I'm more of a freak.
So why Norm MacDonald? I mean, Norm is an easygoing guy. I know Norm. Why the dislike? Something happened.
Well, let's see. When I first got on the show, he was so nice. He and Spade,
right,
were just so nice. And then I don't know what happened. He just started. Garth Brooks was, we did a pitch meeting, and he started saying things in the pitch meeting you don't want to do, Garth Brooks was a guest.
Yeah.
Was a guest. I was like, I'm sure you don't want to do another fag sketch. Things like that. People would laugh.
Oh dear.
I was like, why is he saying? Why is it? And then it got kind of old. Jesus, Norm, you're like another.
And it makes you inhibited in a writing meeting if someone's goofing on you every time you open up your mouth, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't care because I'm not gay. If I was some gay guy going, I don't want anyone to know that I'm just
right. And so the gay jokes kept going and going and going.
Yeah, the gay jokes kept going and going.
And then you finally said, "Hey, I've had it with you, Norm."
Well,
did you ever confront him?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but it's like a playful thing. He says it's like a Jack Benny, Fred Allen, kind of a feud thing.
But you don't see it that way.
No, I think he's I don't know. But he this is what happened. We were on a flight together. We didn't plan on being together on the same flight. We were flying from LA back to New York to do Saturday Night Live, and it was a red eye, and he's behind me, and we're getting along, whatever. He's talking about crapping on women, or I don't know what he was talking about, something like that.
Yeah,
and it was funny because he was so loud,
right?
So everyone else could hear it. I'm like, I just crap on this girl.
Yeah,
and I'm like, laughing,
right?
Because he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
And then I wake up. And, because it's a red eye, and one of my shoes is missing. And I was like, where's my shoe? And Norm's like, hey, you lost your shoe, huh? And then he leaves. And I'm like, so disoriented. And I'm the last guy in the flight looking for my shoe. And I just, walk off the plane with one shoe, and all the stewardesses like, you are funny.
Oh, no. So he stole your shoe.
He stole my shoe.
And he's playing goofs on you. He's not respecting you.
Right.
Right.
And then I took his jacket on a really cold night.
Yes.
And his assistant called me at home going, I got to get Norm's jacket. Please get me Norm's jacket. And she was like freaking out.
Right.
I was like, no, this is between Norm and I.
You can't play in this game.
I've interviewed Chris before. He's a good guy. Chris.
Thank you.
Is it not true that Jim Brewer, your former cast member, had a problem with you as well?
I think at one point he thought I stole an idea from him.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, man, there's so much infighting. You got to admit.
But that's it, though.
Really?
That's not much for like 6 years.
With a lot of the cast members, and I think with Chris, do you remember that Rolling Stone cover came out, and they only put certain members of SNL on the cover?
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Didn't that cause a lot of strife inside?
Yeah, well...
Why, they only chose certain amount of people for the cover. It was you.
Right, it was Will, me, Molly Shannon, and Sherry O'Terry.
And you did the cover, and the rest of the cast felt like, hey, what are we, garbage?
What is this?
But why be mad at you?
It was because of our characters, too. It was like there was the cheerleaders.
You were the breakout guys.
Roxbury guys.
Right.
And Mary Catherine.
But aren't they mad or jealous because you guys broke out and they didn't? And don't they think that you should stick up for them and insist that they be on the cover as well? But you don't have that kind of juice.
No, what are we gonna?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's only makes sense that they would be on the cover, but what are we gonna do?
Right.
I mean, Norm wanted to be. There's a big stink because he wanted to be on the cover
by himself.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't know if he wanted. No, he wanted to be
in that picture.
I don't know. He showed up later, and then he wanted to be. He wanted to stand in the middle of us.
And you said no.
Well, it was just like weird.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Why are you
like who are you?
Right here is like my variety show. What?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess he thought he was the guy. All right, Chauncey, thanks. All right. Artie Lang, go ahead.
Hey,
Artie
what's
Lang.
up, man?
Yeah, hey, Artie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I like Chris. I think he's funny. But what he said before about that Rolling Stone cover is wrong.
All right, go. Artie's going to defend Norm, I guess.
Norm represents.
You might be wrong.
All right, go ahead.
No, it's just that Chris made it sound like Norm showed up begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
Oh no, he wasn't begging. He was just like assuming he was on the cover with us, and
Well, he was though.
I know he was.
But he wanted to stand in the middle as well.
No. They were begging Norm to do it, and he thought it seemed weird.
He didn't want to do it.
Right, he thought it seemed weird to stand in the middle of all you guys.
Oh, that's true.
They definitely wanted Norm to be on the cover because at the time, I mean, he was the funniest guy on the show. Howard, you've said that a million times.
I think Norm is hysterical.
He is. I already said that.
Yeah, and so does Chris.
But, I think Chris, he made it sound like Norm's begging to get on the cover of Rolling Stone.
No.
You guys said no.
Hey, Artie, do you know why Norm has such a problem with Chris?
No.
What is his problem?
I don't know. I wasn't there when they met or all that stuff happened.
He's never really...
Well, you are Mrs. Norm
Wait
MacDonald.
a minute, you weren't there during the shoot either, but you know all about that.
As a matter of fact, I was, because me and Norm had already done the movie, and I had lunch with his assistant, and we went over there.
There you go.
They said that this guy, Don Ohlmeyer, turns out to be the president.
Yeah, now I know Don Ohlmeyer, and just between you and me, he's an idiot.
Oh.
So I wouldn't take it seriously. If this guy fired you, you may still have a job. You never know.
Norm is here. Norm's so much in the news every time I turn around.
What? Oh, me in the news?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Hotter than ever.
Yeah.
My gosh. Looks like they did you a big favor over there at NBC.
Yeah, they hate me.
Oh, but look what happened to you. Became a movie star, just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But hadn't you already started filming this movie long before that whole controversy began?
Yeah.
So what do you make of all this?
What do I make of it?
Yeah, what's the point?
The point of
they're
what?
trying to make, you know.
Who?
So
you got to explain to the people.
No, they read the papers. They know.
Yeah, they know that NBC has banned promotion or commercials featuring your movie on their network.
Yeah, because this character, Don Ohlmeyer, he's the president of NBC, you see?
Yeah.
And he hates me.
Yeah.
But you've only met him one time, I understand.
I've only met him once.
So this is not a personal reason that he hates you.
Yes, he hates me personally.
But you like him, don't you?
I think he's a fair enough fella. I met him once. He seems like a stand-up guy. I don't hate anybody.
That's
you
right.
know Don Ohlmeyer?
I've met him a couple of times, sure.
He seems like a nice enough
Yes,
fella.
absolutely.
And I don't, you know, put it this way. His best friend is O.J. Simpson, right? Now, if you can like O.J. Simpson, you can like me. You know what I mean?
I wonder what it is about you.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. What do you mean?
Barbara Walters never listens to me.
Barbara, are you listening?
Yeah.
I have to talk to Sherry Shepherd. Fortunately, we share views on dinosaurs. But I can never get that lady, the old lady.
You are really wild. I mean, you're wild in that show, and you're wild in person.
What?
Yeah. Don't you think?
No, I think you're wild.
What is it like on the set of that show with you?
What is it like? Well, what do you mean?
What do I mean? Well, because you're so average.
She thinks you're
you can't
wacky.
Well, I'm just saying it's hard to memorize. We're not walking around the set going, hey, you know.
What do you do? So, unless you've been living under a rock, Star Wars. I do not understand why people stand in line for days and days and days. They can't see the movie in 2 weeks. I mean, they don't have jobs. In any event, so I went to see Star Wars. I have never seen any of the Star Wars, and I felt terrible about it until I learned that
I never saw it. Never saw the first one.
I never saw any of them.
No.
You never saw anything? You never wanted to see Star Wars?
No, I never liked them.
How do you know you
I don't like those science fiction because my dad always hated them. And you know how you try to be what your dad, you try to be, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, I watched that Twilight Zone. You remember that show?
Yeah.
And oh my God, my dad hated it because it was too fantastical, and he thought I should be doing the chores. And I remember one time, me and my brother were watching Star Wars.
My son was, have you ever seen Star Wars? 10 minutes later.
This goes on. That's Norm.
We only have 2 more minutes.
I was just giving you a little backstory.
You were going to take steroids?
Yeah, but then I found out, you know that they shrink your testicles? Did you know that?
I thought that was the fun part. You know what? If you look at this little action figure, I'm telling you.
Unfortunately, we're out of time.
Oh.
Too bad.
And I have to say, Norm, that speaking as you just did, you fit right into this panel. And we may just add you every day to our Hot Topics. Norm,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Norm.
We'll be right back. So try these words out. Droll, sarcastic, controversial, hilarious. Well, those are some of the words that are used to describe Norm MacDonald's character on his sitcom, Norm. But as you will see in this clip, people may think twice before they use the words smooth or charming. Take a look.
Hey, Lori. Hey, look, I can see your underwear there.
You're supposed to see him.
Yeah, that's a little desperate, isn't it?
I'm playing tennis with Shelley.
You're playing tennis with Shelley?
Yeah.
Hey, I have an idea that would even be more fun for you. If I played tennis with Shelley, while you, I don't know what you do, who cares?
And in spite of that, please welcome Norm MacDonald.
What's up, man?
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. And he's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Oh.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into
this.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara. So I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up.
Shut up. Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
I'm impressed with clean comics.
Me too. Way more impressed than anyone that's superior as a dirty. It seems like a crush a lot of times.
I like dirty ones, too. I like
It's a real meeting of the mind.
I swam not naked, but in underpants with Roseanne in Hawaii. We got shit-faced at the best bar
That's great.
in Honolulu,
Was she
Arnold's
fat then?
Tiki Bar.
She's never been
Asked
that
for
fat.
Dawn as the bartender at Arnold's Tiki Bar. Me and Roseanne got fucked up. We walked to the beach.
Right.
We just shredded down to our underwear.
Did you make a move?
No,
Yeah, of
but
course
I'm
not.
fucking in love with that woman.
She's a
That-
great. She's
she
cool
is
as hell.
So fucking
I've
funny.
met her before. She's cool as hell.
Yes.
And her and Norm MacDonald were friends because he wrote on her show. And Norm is like, he talks like, Norm goes, "Hey, what are you gonna?" And she's like, "Eh." And after 10 minutes, I was listening to them talk. And after like about 10 minutes, it became this noise. Just a solid bar.
I can hear it.
But Roseanne is so funny. She's like naturally funny.
You said you'd rather play Frogger than have sex.
Oh, yeah, well, you have to know Frogger, you know. It's a game. It's an arcade game where a little frog has to go across the river.
Yeah.
And they have, like, little logs that he has to... And sometimes the log's a crocodile tries to eat him.
You're like totally into that?
Yeah, I like a lot of things better than sex. I don't care for sex that much.
See, that's the thing with me, too, because I'm totally bored. I don't have any... What's the matter?
Yeah. It hasn't, like, gotten better over the centuries, you know? It's always the same thing. It's very... Like, I had sex when I was a young man, and then I had it for a while, and then I realized it's kind of always the same thing, you know? There's only a few things you can do. You can go like this and then over, you know what I mean? You go, I'll do this for a while, and then...
Do you think that we're being drugged by the government to lose interest in sex?
Oh, no, I just think it's a thing that... like, you know, when people go, hey, you know, that guy's he's good in bed, you know? And to me, like, how hard is it? You know? It's not like if you're good in badminton or something, you know, that's a hard thing, badminton. You gotta, and Frogger, you know? But sex, you can figure it out in like 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah, and like goats do it and stuff. You know, like goats and pigs and stuff all do it, so
Right.
how special can it be?
Exactly. Show me a goat that can get past the third level of Frogger.
That's right, Nora. That's right.
The writers write it, and then you say it, so then if it's not funny, the audience hates you, you know?
Right, that's exactly why you have to be so mean to writers.
Right. Like the
But
audience
they go
is,
like this.
the audience is going to watch the Roseanne show and go, oh, that dirty Bruce Rasmussen, he's not funny at all. Right?
They don't get that.
Yeah.
The writers don't get that. It's your ass out there. They go like, no, it is funny. I'd be like, I don't think it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote it and I say it's funny. Well, then you go out there and say it. They want they kind of want a robot that'll just say anything.
Yeah. But they're good people, the writers, you know. I have to go back and talk to them after the show.
Yeah, remember when I used to make y'all wear numbers?
Yeah. Yeah, Roseanne made us all wear numbers on our shirts so she wouldn't have to speak to us as human beings.
So, you know, she'd say, hey, just number 9. And actually, we have some writers on this show that was worked at Roseanne, your show.
Yeah, so.
We have 3 and 8.
Are they any good? I remember those guys. Are they any good now?
Oh, yeah, they're great. They're great.
So.
Yeah.
I know that the guy that used to write the, what do you call it, in Hustler magazine.
What?
He used to write the jokes, the captions under the comics in Hustler magazine.
Where is he?
He's the one that created your show.
He is?
He's the most talented, yeah. He's the most talented of all of them. He also did Drew Carey. He's the most talented number I ever had on that show.
Yeah.
And I wish him the best.
Yeah,
and
he's Bruce Halford, yeah, 3.
Yeah, he wrote he started out at Hustler magazine.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Those things were hysterical. He never told me that. You mean like the really dirty cartoons with the blood and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have those captions. They were funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
That one time I had a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Like, and because they told me I should go see a psychiatrist. I didn't want to go see one or anything like that. But so I go to see this dude, the psychiatrist, and I'm talking to the guy, and I couldn't think of any problems or anything that I had. You know, I was just like, guy I'm working with is kind of a troublemaker, you know, and the boss is always. So I'm just like, nothing to say, and the guy's like sitting there, you know. So then I go to the guy twice, right? And then I'm reading the paper. The guy kills himself.
Really?
Yeah, he killed himself. And then I was reading his horrible life, like he was on all these drugs, and he was one of those guys that like to hang themselves there to have sex, and all this weird stuff. Anyway.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And then I just kept thinking, good God, like the last week of his life, he was listening to my boring problems, you know? He's all troubled, and I'm going, anyways, the guy, you know, I don't think he respects me, my boss, you know?
That's kind of, did like that, how deeply did that frighten you? When you read it in the paper that he killed himself.
Yeah, I don't like hearing about guys killing themselves.
That's really scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially a psychiatrist, you figure they got it all going on in their head, right?
Yeah. And then, like, when you find out they're crazier than you.
Yeah. I don't like that. Because I don't like those psychiatrists, too. I'm always afraid, like, that, you know, they get you under their spell there.
Yeah,
and then,
they do.
And then you don't have anybody else. You only trust the guy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, first thing he does has sex with you.
That's right. Yeah, the first, it's like a cult. It's a horrifying cult, I think.
Same with hypnotists. Like, I always think if a hypnotist is going to hypnotize you,
yeah,
he should say right before, I promise I will not have sex with you, you know, while you're under, because, you know, I want to give up smoking, but at the same time. I brought some pizza.
Oh, boy. Oh, I love this pizza.
Yeah, it's pizza.
Dairy pizza. Oh, my God, look at it.
It's kosher pizza.
It's so good, too.
Because you're Jewish.
That's right. I just want to be able to eat pepperoni that's made out of veal or something. I love that.
You'll go to hell.
What, if I eat pepperoni with pork?
Yeah, because you're Jewish.
Will that make me go to hell?
Yeah, isn't that the whole idea?
Go to hell?
No, I'm Christian. I can eat any kind of pizza and not go to hell.
For eating it either.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't go to hell.
Well, they don't specifically mention pizza in the Old Testament, but it's
But they do mention pepperoni.
Yeah. This pizza here.
But it doesn't say you'll go to hell. It just says, you know, you never know where, you know.
You might want to avoid this piece. Actually has hooves on it. You want to eat that? And I said, listen, man, because I kept hearing these things about how old people always have sex.
Yeah.
So I said to my grandmother, grandfather, you still have sex with my grandmother? He was like, good Lord, no. And then he was explaining it to me. He was like, because in his own head, he thinks he's like a young dude.
Yeah.
You know? And so he says, like, when you get old, it's not like all of a sudden your taste change where you go, hey, that wrinkly old lady looks good.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Wow. He said that people still look good when they're in their 20s to, like, real old guys?
Yeah. Because he said whenever he looked in the mirror, he was always shocked because he thought he was like a doughboy back in the First World War. You know? He thought he was a handsome dude. And even if he did know he was ugly, he still was not attracted to the old bags. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
Huh?
Here's some Xanax.
Really? How many should I take?
Well, they get you very
One?
sleepy.
I better take only a half.
Oh, right now, just take a half.
Okay.
We'll be back with Roseanne after the Xanax kicks in. Questions from the Twitterverse, which I'm now realizing all suck.
Twitter kind of sucks anymore.
Yeah.
The
Tell them your most famous joke that people say you're too masculine.
Oh, that one. Well, that was my killer joke.
Yeah.
That's my ender, closer. People say, you're not very feminine. I say, suck my dick. That's my closer. Can't you be meaner?
Did they tell you not to be as mean?
No, they tell you to be meaner.
Well, early though, you told that guy to fuck off and stuff.
Well, he was a fucking dick, and he needed to be told. He's like, he kept on like getting in my face, like as if,
No respect.
No, but I'm so used to that working around Hollywood people. But this one was like, you're not gonna come on my show and pull that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. So anyway.
Hey, you want to do some jokes,
On the
Rosanna?
baseball.
I have jokes.
Okay.
Well, we have to take a
No, we're not going to take a
before-
break.
Oh, okay.
Fuck the break.
No, we're going to just do jokes.
Sounds good.
And who better than Roseanne?
Well,
I can't think of anyone.
I can't remember. A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Oh, does she? Hey, what about this? Kim and Kanye celebrated their baby Northwest's his name's Northwest, his 1-year birthday by throwing a big party. What's that?
It's a her.
Oh, it's a girl. Yeah, Northwest, of course. I should have known by the name.
North, yeah.
Anyway, she had her 1-year birthday, and they threw a big party with jugglers, a bouncy house, and a Ferris wheel. The bad news is that Northwest is a baby, so it doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Here's one. It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Yeah. Remember when he had jokes about Ewell Gibbons? You know, he'd always
He'd
always
eating
pick one guy.
cardboard.
Yeah, eating cardboard. And I didn't even know who he was when I was a kid, but I just laughed.
I still don't know. Who's Ewell Gibbons?
He was I think he did Grape Nut Cereals commercial. I love now I have to explain to this fucking guy.
It was about roughage.
Yeah.
And, organic roughage.
Got it.
kind of guy.
So I didn't even know Grape Nuts had a. That's I didn't know they had a commercial.
Shut up.
Shut up.
For 1 fucking minute, trying to talk to a legend of comedy. You're talking
I'm
about.
sorry.
Thank you very much for being.
That was fun.
Can I kiss you?
Of course.
Oh.
Oh.
Sweet. Oh.
Sweet. I'm glad I had a cert.
Everybody asked me on this show, when are you going to get a woman? I said, I'm not going to get a woman before I get Roseanne. I'll fucking tell you that.
My family comes from Russia. They're Russian Jews.
Oh. Russian at Jews is more like it. One of the biggest anti-Semites I've ever met.
Russian away from Jews.
At a bar mitzvah.
What?
I had a bar mitzvah, Norm.
Yeah. You did?
Yeah.
Wait, are you Jewish?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I love the Jewish people.
Yeah.
He's a half a Jew and a half a self-hating Jew.
That's called anti-Semite.
An anti-Semite, yeah. He's a half a proud Jew and half a virulent anti-Semite. So
Disagree.
He's conflicted. He's a virulent anti-Semite. That's come out on the show.
He had a bar mitzvah.
But there's never anything about...
Virulent?
Well, he's a
Is that a
Holocaust
word?
denier.
Oh.
I know you're very good friends with David Irving, the author, who he reads constantly.
Yeah, I'm not friends with David Irving.
Do you know that he, though, is a revisionist?
Oh, you're a revisionist?
Well, he's a denier, Holocaust denier. But he's never read David Irving because he said he's too smart. And I tell him, well, David Irving would be your biggest ally, you know what I mean, instead of these morons. You knew David Irving instantly when I said it, as if you're his best friend. He's Jewish.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Okay, then you'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Half Jewish.
No, I'm full.
Full Jewish.
Full Jewish. All right, then. But you're young, so you might not get it.
Maybe.
Okay, so here's the joke.
Holocaust denier.
Awesome.
I'm not going to hold that against you.
Thank you. Totally agree. 30 kids. Oh, was it 50?
Something
Well,
like that.
let's see.
Some people, they deserve capital.
No. Get into
Are you
numbers.
anti-capital punishment or something?
No, I'm pro-capital punishment, but this guy starts talking numbers and deaths. Be careful, because it always gets back to the Holocaust denier. What?
What do you mean when you say stripped of everything?
Don't start this again. Please don't start this again. He doesn't believe in the whatever.
I never got to go to
He
camp.
doesn't believe in the Holocaust.
I never went to camp when I was a kid. Is that a good change of subject?
He doesn't believe that the Holocaust happened.
Do you not believe that?
I had a bar mitzvah again.
No, then he says
Why
he
would
has
you
a
have a bar
bar
mitzvah if you didn't believe the Holocaust happened?
Jesus, every time.
I'm surprised this guy's still on the air. He's a Holocaust denier.
Oh, well, I'll have another one for you tonight. As soon as we leave here.
He's a revisionist, a Holocaust denier.
Oh, God. Wow, you feel better. All of a sudden.
Wait, is it? Are you or not?
I had a bar mitzvah. Yeah, I had a bar mitzvah. I'm full Jew.
What do you think about guys like this, though?
This guy?
Yeah,
he seems like
comes around. This is his little joke against the poor masses that came out of a chimney.
Being from Manchester, this has nothing to do with the Holocaust.
I didn't bring up the Holocaust.
You did.
I love the fact you sort of gleefully said, I didn't bring up the Holocaust. I normally do by mistake, but today, didn't even bring it up.
I know what a Passover Seder is, but the worst Passover Seder is when you're there and this guy's talking about the smokestacks of Birkenau not being true.
Because he doesn't think it's true.
There's no way I would bring that up at Pesach then.
You can't ignore this fucker when he starts talking about the smokestacks at Auschwitz and how the shadows couldn't make sense and all this shit.
Oh, I had a
The Holocaust.
Well, he answers me. You can't too ignore him. I ignore this motherfucker.
He said, how could there be poison, poison gas? I don't know much about the Holocaust, but what did they have inside the...
The two of you together just are really giving a great homage to that whole time.
Inside the gas chambers, they put a certain type of gas. Zyklon 5. Zyklon gas.
There's a
Now,
number.
the guards would open the door and get the Zyklon all over their hand and die also. How would that not
Maybe
happen?
there was a sub-door.
But he had another thing.
I don't want to pretend we're
He said when the Allied planes came over, they have pictures apparently of the smokestacks, and he said the smokestacks drop a shadow. The smokestacks that we all know spewed out the sad remains of human souls that once had dreams and once loved. He says it's all a bunch of horse shit. He tells me this big story about how the pictures from the planes on Dachau and stuff don't show enough. The chimney is not long enough. It doesn't cast a long shadow enough to have possibly been big enough to service the killing machine of Hitler. That's what he told me.
I've been saying that for years.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you finally had someone to agree with you. I just don't know how 6 million people disappear from the face of the earth.
Ask this motherfucker. He's the one that thinks that it didn't happen.
Well, this is the closest I've seen to him admitting to the Holocaust, where he said, I think people have died. He's like 6 million, 600. What's the difference? I'm like,
well, there's a lot of difference.
There's a huge difference. Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I say 6 million, he says 600. You say probably a number in between there somewhere.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind.
It happened.
Fire pit.
He goes, it happened, but he goes, the numbers are all wrong. And then he goes, the other night he goes, 600 or 6 million, it's still terrible. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
That's not real.
All right.
Please
Listen,
tell me that's
I just
not
want to
true.
say, I just want to say a few things. I don't have a manager. I don't have an agent. I did have a
guess
bar
you
mitzvah.
don't.
I'm not a Holocaust denier.
Maybe you would if you didn't fucking. He thinks he's going to get a manager and agent, Jew, with that kind of shit. And a lot of homosexuals died in the fucking camps too. Let's not forget.
Norm, shut up.
Well, I'm serious.
What do you think? I have more empathy now?
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
you
there were
should be more-
homosexuals.
you
What
should-
happened?
you should-
What happened? I thought there was just Jews. You're telling me there were homosexuals were in with those Jews? We got to do something. There's not enough documentaries.
By the way, I saw that film that you recommended me that you called a fantasy, Shoah. Horrifying.
You really don't like Shoah?
Shame.
Can't win them all.
Fantasy indeed.
Somebody's using the word Holocaust for a joke.
That's
terrible. That Chelsea
Chelsea Handler.
Yeah, she's got a guy and they love Holocaust, the word.
God, what is
with
that?
With that dwarf she's got with it, a misshapen dwarf.
Yeah, and he's
they
not
love
a white.
Holocaust.
He's not a white man either.
No.
And they do Holocaust humor.
Yeah, and I kid her. Why does she keep repeating that joke?
God, even that word.
Terrible thing to bring up. Yeah.
God Almighty.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right. I apologize to all the viewers.
I'm not an apologist.
You are an apologist.
Where did you start comedy, Norm? What if all my questions were so formulaic? What makes Norm MacDonald tick? We'll find out. We'll be right back after this.
What's your favorite curse word?
Larry King is interviewing now. You got to watch him because you got to watch.
Have you done Larry King?
I did him as from his news and views. But on the Larry King now, you can notice he's getting really old, and he's like seen everything. Like he's interviewed everybody, and he's desensitized to everything. So, like there'll be a guy on like go like, anyways, my son went missing and died. And Larry King goes, they say there's nothing worse than burying a child. Paul Newman told me that. But no, like, emotion at all.
With that, they say there's nothing worse. Oh, can you put a little love in that?
The first death, always the worst. Just a grisly. But he's seen it all.
Who used to say that he could have, Dana Gould used to say that.
Superman?
Dana Gould used to say his guest will be like, today on our first half hour, we have the President of the United States. And then coming up later, Charo. or like, Dana used to say, who is it? The Lamb Chop and Jerry Lewis.
There was one guy, I don't know who it was, but he had Larry King, and he had Superman as the guest. It was like, Superman, one word, kryptonite.
How long ago was this?
I don't remember who did that. He is the greatest to watch, though, isn't he?
I like watching him, actually. Is that wrong? I still think he's pretty good.
I actually did something for CNN.com, and it was in the studio where he does his show, and I couldn't believe how, chintzy. His studio seemed. It was
Oh,
just
yeah,
a
it's
desk
nothing.
and nothing. It's nothing. It's a desk and then the.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
I'm like, wow, it's almost like he's doing a radio show. You know, like this is much nicer than his studio. For sure.
That's what Rickles always goes. He goes, you see him now. You know, he goes, he's interviewing Netanyahu, and then later he's with Bill and
Bill from Wyoming.
Sid from that
Anyway.
neighborhood, Nate and Now.
You know why I like Larry King? Because he gets Don Rickles, and that says somewhere deep down he gets it.
Oh, definitely.
And I always think, doesn't it seem like when he has Bill Maher on and when he has Jon Stewart on, that he likes them and agrees with most of their views?
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Jimmy?
I don't know. I don't really watch a lot of the Larry King, but
me neither.
He seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
He was one of those guys when he was on radio. He was like Tom Snyder.
I listened to him on radio.
Yeah.
I liked him on radio.
And on those old broadcasters on radio, it's like they knew everything.
Yeah, and then he would rant a lot more on the radio. Like he was more interesting, and then now it's just he's more of just a bad interviewer.
Right.
Like one time I saw him interviewing friends. Like I guess his thing is that he doesn't prepare, so he's like he's asking questions like the common man would think.
Right.
So, but it really hinders him because then he doesn't do any homework. Like he had the cast from Friends on, which is a show he obviously had never watched, and he's like, "You, what's it like working with all these people?"
That's hilarious.
You, I'm like, you? It's Courtney Cox.
So do you think when Jerry Seinfeld got a little upset or hurt or whatever it was, there was some legitimacy to that? Do you remember that?
No, tell me what happened.
You know? I mean, I know, but my version might be blurry. So if you have a better... Well, he said something about, now that your show got canceled. Or something like it got canceled. Am I wrong?
No, you're
I don't want to give the bad version of it, but Jerry was like, Larry, my show was on for 10 years. You do know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
We weren't canceled. We went out #1.
And he said
Larry
that
King's
to-
like, well, it's off.
Yeah, something like that.
But Larry King probably just forgot.
I feel
Lasted how long?
9 years, 180 episodes.
You gave it up, right?
I did. So.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented.
Is
this still CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also. But, yeah, no, I went off the air. I was the #1 show on television, Larry. Do you know who I am?
Jewish guy, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay.
75 million viewers last episode.
Boy, you don't take it so bad.
Well, that's the big difference between being canceled and being #1.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll be right back.
Jeez.
B-movie opens.
Can we get a resume in here for me?
B-movie opens
Larry can
tomorrow.
go over?
We'll be right back.
He called Ringo George.
Yeah, he
had the
did.
Beatles in.
You know what? Don't we all do that, though? I mean, haven't we all leave the guy alone? He's 90.
Go
ahead.
I'm leaving him alone. I'm leaving him alone.
Where were you when John passed? George, where were you?
George? No, this is Ringo.
Ringo, where were you?
I was in the Bahamas.
I was getting to it when George.
I was. No, you weren't, Larry. You've got
Shut up,
his name
it's my
wrong.
turn.
I know, but you've got your name wrong,
I
Ringo.
know,
National
give him a
television.
break.
We can't
Anyway,
cut it. It's
I
live.
was in the Bahamas.
And then you mentioned before, Norm eventually got fired, and the rumors were that it was too many OJ jokes and that sort of thing, which is ironic because you told me
that wasn't really a rumor. I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't realize that Norm could have stayed if he had agreed to let them fire Jim Downey. Jim is one of the best writers in the history of the show. He had been head writer for many years, but he could have stayed if he had agreed to fire Downey, and people ask me, well, why didn't, and he never, and I'll tell you another thing. You talk about, Norm, from what I know, I don't know anybody. I mean, I was in touch with Norm, but I hadn't seen him in a while when he, when I heard he passed away. I certainly didn't know he was sick. I'm sure his producing partner and, really like a best friend, his Lori Jo, I would assume she knew. I don't know if he told his family. Norm never told Jim directly that he could have stayed at SNL if he fired him, but wow. Jim heard it from other people, not just me. It wasn't even a thought that he was like, oh, they said I could keep doing it without Downey, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a discussion. I don't know if that answered, I don't even remember the question.
No, we were talking about OJ, and actually it reminded me.
OJ. Oh, yes. Look, it was Don Ohlmeyer's friend, and we just kept
hammering him, right? What about you told me that
I'm in New Canaan visiting my little son, and the first thing I see is the sound was off on the TV, and he's sitting in his high chair, and he was like 2 years old, I guess, and so he looks up at the thing, and there's Chris Farley, but with the sound off, he didn't know exactly what it was. He starts laughing hysterically just at the sight of Chris Farley, and then the phone rings, and it's Mike Shoemaker from the show, was a producer at the show, and he says a couple things. Chris Farley's dead, and you and Norm were fired.
Wow.
And so apparently, and later, and guess what? It was like 3 years later, Norm told me, and he had never said this to me, because if our positions were reversed, I would have said it right away. He said, they told me like it wasn't, that they were only firing you, that I was welcome to stay. And I said, I won't do it without Downey. And so they said, okay, motherfucker, be our guest. So that's how Norm came to be fired. He went out of solidarity with me. So
well, I think it's probably smart because you made it. You guys together were really good. It probably would have.
He would have been.
He's
fine
great,
without
but
me,
you're great, right?
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. This week at the O.J.
Some of my strongest material comes from real life.
Real life?
Like, for instance, today I was driving in a car. You were kind enough to bring a car to bring this old chunk of coal here to the studio.
We send cars for our guests, yes.
Yeah, so I got in it, and I get material that way. So my driver.
What do you mean? How do you get material that way? You get in the car, and what happens?
My driver tells me a joke.
Guy goes into a dentist's office. Yeah. Dentist said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I think I'm a moth."
A moth?
A moth. He said, "What?" "I think I'm a moth." He said, "Well, you have mental problems. You need to go see a psychiatrist." He said, "I know." He said, "You're in a dentist's office." He said, "I know." He said, "What are you doing here? Why did you come here?" He said, "The light was on."
That's a good joke.
It's a great one.
And you're going to tell it now on the show.
Yeah, that's how I get a lot of my material.
Okay. Why don't we just have him on next time?
That guy. No, wait till you hear me do it. So the guy, he goes, I say, I'll be the guy.
Okay.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office. All right.
You are correct. When I came to Hollywood, Andy was a good friend to me.
Oh, he was nice to you when you first came here?
He was absolutely. We had nothing, We were just starting out. I was working at Artie's deli coffee shop. bussing tables, you know, and stuff like that. And he was always there to help me and stuff. He was the first guy I actually met. He was he had some pilot on the TV and stuff, and he was really so sweet to me, you know. And he said, I want to invite you over to a Hollywood party. No, I was just a farm boy from Canada, you know.
Sure, yeah.
And Canada, yeah. And a big nation up to the north.
Sure, yes. Powerful nation. Lovely people.
So I said, wow, here's my, Andy Richter's going to show me, I'm going to go to a Hollywood party. How exciting, you know? So he said, it's going to be a pretty wild party. You know, I'm not used to wild parties. I said, what is a wild party there? You know, I don't get out much. He says, he's like a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fornicating, you know? I said, wow, man, that sounds pretty good. I said, what time should I show up? He goes, anytime, it's just the two of us. Now,
He said, welcome to the neighborhood. I know it's not exactly a neighborhood. I live 40 miles from here. But if you're interested, tomorrow night, I'm throwing a welcome to the neighborhood bash. There's going to be a lot of barbecue, some drinking, some dancing, and some wild sex. Would you like to come? And Morty said, sure, but what should I wear? The cowboy said, it doesn't make any difference. It's just going to be the two of us.
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
You're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay. That means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy. You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, and this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Now, I'm no one to take charity. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that, actually. A deeply, according to you, a deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you. When you know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, deeply closeted man. Who are you? I'm Callista Flockhart. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm deaf. Which one of you is Peter Griffin?
He is.
Come on, man. Which one of you is Peter Griffin?
This is Peter Griffin.
Hey, that's a good one.
Why are you...
No, wait. I'm not finished holding my sides.
Why are...
Why are you here? The doctor said Peter was okay.
Oh, the doctor. Well, I guess he must know, right? I mean, he's a doctor and everything, and I'm just, Death.
Excuse me. Hello, I'm Stewie. Big fan. Look, Death, you made a mistake. I'm not really supposed to be dead.
Oh, I made a mistake, huh? Then what do you call this?
I don't care what that says. You can't take my husband.
Mother, where are your manners? Don't argue with our guest. Won't you join us for dinner, Death?
Oh, no, I don't want to be a bother. Hey, is that turkey?
Yes, Death. We were in the middle of a turkey dinner to celebrate Peter's good health.
Oh, do you mind?
Ew, how did you do that?
Oh, well, let's just say when I was younger, I did some films I'm not particularly proud of. Well, that does it for me. Let's go, Peter.
Wait! You can't go. After dinner, we usually go into the living room and live for another 40 or 50 years.
40 or 50? Let's go.
Hey, Death, you got a file on me?
Yeah, somewhere. It's in the car, I think.
Is it mentioned that I ran 2 weeks of junior varsity track?
Let's not do this. Hey, look, I caught Flo, Joe. You don't think I can catch you? Ah! Ah! My ankle! Ah! Yeah, listen, don't help or anything. I'm totally fine. Damn Irish.
I got a B+ in health. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, why don't you boil some water and rip up some sheets there, Einstein? It's a sprained ankle. I just have to stay off it for a few days.
Wait, you can't stay here.
Why not?
You're trying to kill me. Besides, how are we supposed to explain you to Mr. Roper? Hey, make yourself at home, Death. I'm going out for a little while.
Hey, wait. You can't tell anyone I'm here. For if humanity discovers I'm no longer lurking in the shadows, the consequences will be dire.
Go on.
That's it. What the hell do you see in him?
It's your turn, Death.
Yeah, I know I should find this ironic, but really I'm just bored as hell. Hey, how old is this TV? You could probably get the Dumont network on this thing.
You know, Peter is a good man and a wonderful father.
Here it comes.
Could you please find it in your heart to spare him? After all, it isn't really his time.
What'd you make this cocoa out of, crap?
If you want me to make it again...
Sorry, Lois, it's my fault. I just assumed you were going to make it with milk, not crap.
I'll be right back. Joey, leave Death alone.
He's okay. You know, he reminds me a lot of me at that age. I just hope his teen years go better than mine. Boy, talk about awkward.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Sandy. Oh. Sandy? Oh, not again. I'm going to be a virgin forever. Or am I?
I brought you something to read.
Oh, glamour. Great. I can learn how to please my man. Go get me an Entertainment Weekly. I hear it's got a great picture of me sneaking up on Tom Snyder.
Can we please talk about Peter? He has so much to live for, Death. He loves his children and me.
Okay. I'll spare his life. But you owe me, if you get my drift. What the hell are you doing? I was talking about another fruit cup. Not bad, though.
Peter, Death just agreed to let you live.
Oh, man, this really is my night. I get to live and I'm on TV.
Our top story tonight, the rules of death no longer apply.
Fascinating story, Tom.
It sure is, Diane. And since the laws of death no longer apply, I can do this.
That's right, Tom.
And now it's time for sports.
Great, the whole world is laughing at me. This is high school all over again. Well, I'll show them. I'll show all of them. Oh, my God, that hurt.
We now return to 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, as read by Norm MacDonald.
'Twas the night before Christmas. Wait, 'twas? What's 'twas? Is that short for it was? What kind of rush are you in, man? You can't just say it was? Oh, you saved a lot of time there, fella. Oh, don't come at me with that it was stuff. I got things to do. Got to get down to the donut shop. You know, 2 days ago, I was at the donut shop, and I said, hey, donut guy, you got anything warm back there? He says, try the fritters. They were. They were? What does that even mean? They were. You must mean twere. The fritters twere warm. What's that? We're out of time. Oh. I'm fired. Hey, you know O.J. Simpson is a wife-beating murderer, right? Oh, right. Was. 'Twas!
Is it really my fault? Try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
But what I want to tell you is this. With all your wealth and your success, and this is serious from the heart, you know, you got to remember, this is a saying I made up. And when I say, you know, I used to make jokes at 12:30 about him being gay, that's absolutely ridiculous. But when we were starting out, I will tell you one story about Andy. No, what I do is I've decided to become a kind of a social observer. You know me, I like to make jokes about hats. But it says right here, there's a new strain of swine flu that could turn into a pandemic. Like, I don't know much about science, you know? I don't pretend to be a epidemiologist. Sometimes I do, but you know, that's when I've had a little whiskey.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do know this, a word cannot be good when it's a combination of panic and epidemic.
So how'd this...
Look, we're reading your resume. It says here your last gainful employment was trying to assassinate a sitting president. That doesn't go good down here. We run a kind of a mom and pop operation. Also, look at that guy, man. Good Lord, I'd like to, whatever. I'm thankful for the fine ladies who live across this country and leave pies on their windowsills. So an old chunk of coal like me might have a meal from time to time.
Okay. Are there a lot of these?
I'm most thankful for, honest to God, is friends.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, Conan, friends. Especially the one where Joey buys Chandler a duck.
All right.
Oh, hey, I'm thankful that this year the police finally solved the baffling murder of Bob Hope. No, the Burbank police and the LA... and finally... Like, when I was young, there was a fella... went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. We're tuning in to listen to comedians doing comedy. Plus some douchebag, I don't know who he was, but I'd like to punch him right in the fucking face.
I'm not an actor and I'm not a comedian.
This guy says your face looks like a cunt. I met you underneath the Queensboro Bridge. You at the time were jerking off punks for $15 a man.
My whole family's watching, man. My grandmother.
Your family doesn't know that when you were a young man you used to jerk off punks for $15 a man? You got paid for this?
You didn't get a check?
I did not get a check. Who paid you?
Daniel Kelson, our producer. He gave me a check last week.
You got a check from Daniel?
Yeah, he got it right here.
No way. Let me see that.
Yeah, right here.
Let me see this thing. It is from Daniel Kellison, paid to the order of Adam Egget for services rendered $15. Game of Thorns.
It's Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what the fuck is that? Whoever watched that? Now, you're telling me that's better than Norm MacDonald Live?
I mean, I don't want to say it's better than, it's, a lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? They
it's
have
about,
pictures of
like,
ladies?
Yeah, ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons.
Sounds like my honeymoon. Kinky Boots is number 8.
Yeah.
Sounds like my honeymoon. There's this guy, Chance Langton. Do you know him? He's a comic.
No.
But he said when he was a young boy, he loved Shirley Temple. He was 5 and she was 5. The next year, he saw her in a mall. He was 6, she was 50.
And his descriptions of the food.
What was the music all about?
I just put that there.
Gross.
What kind of sandwich was that? Pastrami or?
I feel like an elephant is not fat. Well, it's so isolated, you see, because there is another sister that lives there, a leper.
So he fucked a leper?
Let's not be coarse. Good God, man. I wish I could find a Hitler of today and go kill him. By the way, I saw that film that you recommended me, that you called a fantasy, Shoah. Horrifying. I had a question I wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know, where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean...
Were you in New York when the Twin Towers fell?
No, I was in Los Angeles.
Well, either way, it was a national tragedy. It was.
Yeah, I know.
9/11. We're going to go to hell.
Who would you trade places with for a day?
I guess Donald Trump.
Just for the money, or?
Yeah, just to know what it is to live in a palace and have thousands of people beat each other up.
And Melania?
And Melania gets thrown in the deal too.
Norm, I would consider you arguably maybe the best host of Weekend Update on SNL. I think you're one of the most beloved. I mean, I feel like I'm really crawling in, but anyways, if you were still hosting, what would you have to say about Donald Trump?
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Well, Donald Trump's like an interesting character because obviously what he's saying is resonating with the American public. Or he wouldn't be on top of the polls, right? And so if you have a clown saying these things, an utterly unlikable person saying these things, imagine if you had a charismatic individual, somebody with the charisma of Reagan or Bill Clinton saying something like this. Then you could be in dangerous territory, boy.
Could you do a little...
That was funny, huh?
Profound.
Norm?
It was profound. I thought you were going somewhere like leader of Germany. I didn't know where we were headed.
Yeah. You were just on Fallon the other night.
Yeah.
Trump was there. Did you guys talk a little bit?
Well, what happened was, first of all,
I watched it. I thought it was fine. Then the next day they were like, Jimmy wasn't. It's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He's not going to ruin his chance to get to host Face the Nation. So no, I was. It was like I was second guest, and he was first guest. First time I was ever second guest.
Really?
Yeah. And
I didn't mean to be really like surprised. Like, oh, continue.
But it was Donald Trump. So there's only like a couple of minutes between.
Mm-hmm.
So Donald Trump came out, and he was with the Secret Service guys. And I said, "Can I get a picture of Mr. Trump?" And so he's like, "Oh, yeah, I know you. I love you. Yeah, we'll get a picture." I knew him from before. He goes, "We'll get a picture. Just give me a minute." And then he turns around, he walks down the hall, and gets in an elevator.
You're still waiting.
Yeah, I was like,
you're like, best trick ever.
I know, it was like a Buster Keaton movie or something.
You gotta use that. That's a
You met Donald Trump when he was on The Tonight Show on Jimmy Fallon show. Now, tell us about that encounter you had with Donald Trump.
Well, I'd met Donald Trump many, many times in New York City, just because when I was doing Saturday Night Live, he was a fixture in New York City, and he'd come to a lot of the shows, and he was just a local eccentric, that people mostly loved in New York because he fixed the rink in Central Park when the city couldn't. But no, when I was on Jimmy Fallon, that's when Jimmy Fallon tousled his hair and got in trouble for it, and I was the other guest. So I was just out in the hallway, and I said, Donald, can I have a picture? You could call him Donald then. I guess you can still call him Donald. We don't have to call him President, apparently. But I said, could I get a picture with you? And he said, yeah, absolutely, sure, Norm. And then he walked down the hall and got in the elevator with his Secret Service guys. So, but he was just doing it as a joke. A lot of times, the problem with candidates or political candidates that do comedy is obviously comedy doesn't translate well to the page sometimes. Sarcasm is lost, obviously, and things like that. So if someone says something that's meant self-disparagingly or satirically, and you want to take it out of context, you can. And that happened a lot of times with Trump on the campaign trail.
But he's being caricatured on Saturday Night Live, like quite mercilessly by Alec Baldwin. Like, is it funny to you? Is that funny?
No. The only reason I don't find it funny, when I was there, Darrell Hammond did Donald Trump, and that shows how far back Trump goes, because that was 20 years ago. But Darrell did him then. It was a softer Trump. I think it was a Trump that was a lot closer to his real self. But the problem is, if you do an impression of someone, you have to like that person, because you're playing the person, and people like themselves. So you can't play someone and have contempt for them at the same time. It doesn't work as an impression. So I don't like his impression, and I have no political affiliation. I just mean from a comedy level.
Where is the funny in Donald Trump? Because he does think he's funny, right?
Yes, but other people think he's funny too. I attended one of his just to see, because I wanted to see it for myself. His performances in front of these grand halls, and he's enormously funny and entertaining. And I don't know that there's normally. With politicians, it takes, you need to be humble, to be really funny. And I think that's why Ronald Reagan was the funniest president that I ever saw, because he always had this humility to him. I was kind of lost with President Obama, because people told me he was funny, but to me he was too self-aware. And of course Hillary couldn't have been more strident, And I think people don't vote on issues as much as they just vote on who they'd like that old saw about who you'd rather have a beer with, and nobody wanted to have a beer with Hillary Clinton,
You say that one person has to be humble to be funny, but I don't think Donald Trump is very humble, is he?
No, there's no humility to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is more funny in the way that a WWE wrestler is, you know. So he is a different kind of funny, which is a sort of a self-deluded, I don't know if it's self-delusion though. I don't know if it's all, I think it's just all an act. I don't think really that Trump ever wanted to be president. I think that he was always just playing to be president or whatever that hall he was playing in was, you know. And I've seen this happen with comedians too, that you start thinking you're good because the people that come to see you all like you, you know. But the reason they came to see you is because they like you. So politicians and comedians both make that mistake of thinking they're much better than they are because they're never criticized by the people that don't like them. That's why social media is so good, because you can see the people that don't like you at all.
I listened to an interview you gave Larry King, and you said the ruin of Donald Trump will be his addiction to playing the halls, right? So he's a great performer. He just wanted to be you, like he wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and he just accidentally became a president?
My guess would be that his plan was to make a big splash, lose, oh, that's not good. What should we do now, Joyce?
Just don't answer, okay? If it's possible.
No, I won't answer.
Yeah.
So should I start answering that question again?
Sure.
Yeah, I think him becoming president surprised him. I think, you know, it's funny that people don't remember, but back in the debates, there was a big issue with Donald Trump saying if he lost, it meant the election. God damn. Are you kidding me? I know, I did. Oh, 1 second. Hello? Yes. Oh, I gotta call you back. I'm on the TV, man. Yeah, I'm on the TV right now. Oh my God. Oh, but I'll call you right back. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you the question again.
I feel that Trump. Personally, I feel that he didn't think he was going to become president. And interestingly, the thing that people don't remember was that, but I remember, was that during the debates, there was all this talk of Donald Trump saying, if he loses, it means the election is rigged. And all the media were saying, no, that's impossible. You know, take that back. You cannot say that about the American Republic. No election here could ever be rigged. That's impossible. And of course now they're saying the exact opposite. But I think it was Trump's idea at that point that he would say it was going to be rigged, thinking he thought Hillary was going to win, I think. And then he would start a network or something like that where he could speak and be the loyal opposition of his own, you know, something different than Fox.
Let me ask you this. So your Bob Dole imitation was pretty famous back in the day. So would you do Donald Trump today? Would you do a Donald Trump imitation?
I try to not do comedy about Donald Trump because I think I had one joke about Donald Trump that I ever did where I said that Americans hated Hillary Clinton so much that they voted for someone they hated more than Hillary Clinton to rub it in. And that's the only time I ever made a joke about Trump. But I try to stay away from it because it's just, you know, it's low-hanging fruit, and also, you know, Trump oftentimes is doing self-parody, and nothing looks dumber than if you parody self-parody. You know, you really get caught not understanding.
So comedy in the time of Trump, is it more difficult than it was when you were on Saturday Night Live?
It's more difficult in the time of Trump for good comedians, and it's way easier for bad comedians. You know, you don't have a worldview by just saying you don't like Trump. You know what I mean? That doesn't count. Like you can't just say I hate Trump, and that makes you a good person. And the Democrats just can't say I hate Trump and that means they have a position. You know, that's no position. So for idiots, it's an easier time because you go, well, that guy's the idiot, not me. But if you try to do smart comedy, it's better to stay away from Trump. You know.
Norm MacDonald, thanks so much for being with us today, for spending this time with us. It was great. Great to see you.
Great to see you. I love you, Joyce.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Donald
short
Trump.
joke? Donald Trump. Oh,
Donald Trump.
But I thought you don't tell
Donald Trump joke.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't, but I want to get in. You know,
Are you a supporter of Donald Trump, or are you against Donald Trump?
I'm against Donald Trump.
Okay. All right.
Donald Trump goes into
a bank? No.
Bar. He goes into a bar.
Does he fuck a frog?
No.
I can believe that.
No.
You know, Donald had his. He played pretty. He played
Donald
around.
Trump goes into a bar and he says, bartender says, "What's up, Donald Trump?" And Donald Trump goes, "I tell you something." He says, "I got me a genie." You know, he says, "I got one of them lamps. I rubbed it. Goddamn, the genie didn't come out. Gave me 3 wishes." Bartender says, "What'd you wish for?" He said, "Well, first thing I wish for, all the money in the world. I got it. You know, I'm a billionaire. Then what else do you wish for?" "I wish for all women in the world." He says, "Got all these women, married the most beautiful woman I've ever met." And the bartender says, "Oh man, that's great." And he said, and then Donald Trump goes, "But I did fuck up a little." You know. He says, "How'd you fuck up?" He goes, "Oh, I wish for a giant pumpkin head."
Look at you.
That's a crazy.
What do you do? You sit home all day and write these things?
I'll tell you this. A guy in a bar told me a joke that I thought was one of the funniest jokes about Donald Trump. Is an old Mexican fella, and he runs a bookstore, you know. And he's been in the country his whole life. He's worked hard for the American dream, and now he has a bookstore, you know. He saved all his money from all the terrible jobs he had to do because he came over here illegally, but he became a great citizen and a great man of the United States. And I'm here at the pleasure of the United States from Canada. And so this Mexican guy has saved his money and has opened a bookstore. And he's happy about this. Big, fat, white guy comes in, redneck, you know. He goes, "You got Donald Trump's latest book?" And the Mexican, you know, he's taken this his whole life, you know. You can notice by the slope of his shoulders.
Yeah.
And he says, "No, sir, I did not have it." Quietly, you know, but with great dignity. Big fat guy adjusts his belt buckle. Says, "Don't you even understand what I'm saying? Goddamn Mexican. You even speak English?" Says, "Well, sir, I believe I'm speaking fluent English to you right now." "Yeah, well, maybe not." "Anyways, you got the goddamn Donald Trump book, or don't you?" He says, "I've explained to you, sir." He says, I'm not going to ask you this again." He goes, "You got that goddamn book, or don't you?" Now, this old Mexican man has finally taken all the outrage that he has held within him throughout his whole life, being treated like a second-class citizen in a country that he pays taxes, boils over, you know. And he addresses this big fat redneck, and he goes, "Listen, pal, because I want you the fuck out of here. I never want to see you in this fucking place again. I don't welcome you. You suck. I fucking hate you. Get out." The guy says, "That's it. Is it in soft cover or is it only in hard? Because my wife, I want to get it for the wife, but I don't want to pay for the hard cover."
Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's this Mr. Smarty Pants. He's one of those astrophysicists. I don't even know if that's what he is, but he's a smart guy who talks about the universe. He says the universe is blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains. Have a nice day.
I love Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, that's a clever little quip, but there's a mistake there. Not a typo or anything. I mean a mistake in the theory. Can anyone tell what the mistake in the theory is? I didn't until I saw Norm MacDonald. Norm MacDonald caught it. He says, Neil, there is a logic flaw in your little aphorism and seems quite telling. That seems quite telling. Since you and I are part of the universe, then we would also be indifferent and uncaring. Perhaps you forgot, Neil, that we are not superior to the universe, but merely a fraction of it. Nice day indeed.
Oh.
Boom, bam. So that's how our brains are conditioned in the Western world to see ourselves as separate from the universe. We're not separate from the universe. We are the universe. We're not separate from life. We are life. And there is no opposite of life. You go, what do you mean? There's death. Death is the opposite of birth. There is no opposite of life.
We're all interconnected.
They're all one energy. And that's what Neil deGrasse Tyson forgot, that there isn't the universe and us. We are the universe. So the universe really isn't isn't blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains. It recognizes it through us. We are the consciousness of the universe. We are consciousness expressed through us. So why does the universe even happen? Why does the universe? So it can know itself. So we can expand, create, look at it, and now we're the eyes and the consciousness of the universe. We can see ourselves. Anyway, I just thought that was pretty interesting that a comedian outsmarted a smarty pants.